but Hamshik's won the ball back. Comes inside, plays to Kesman on his own, one-on-one. I'd say that was more an own goal than a goal from Kesman, but I will take it any day of the week. What's going on, guys? My name is Adam. I am a Super Swan, and welcome to episode 53 of Project Pompey. We are still 2 points behind Arsenal in the race for the Premier League title, and it's been a few twists and turns since you last left us, and I'll show you the games. So after the disappointment of being knocked out of the Carabao Cup, we got knocked out of the FA Cup in the very next game. 2-1 was the score against West Ham. Luzamba scored 2 goals for them. Pego with a consolation. We threw everything at them. I'll show you the stats, and this is kind of how it's been in the last few games. We had 13 shots, we had 2 clear-cut chances, 1 half chance. Could not score any, well, we scored 1 goal, but couldn't score enough goals to get through in the FA Cup. So we got knocked out of the FA Cup. We then drew 2-2 to Leicester. Sendros and Nolan put us 2-0 up. And then Leicester score with their pretty much only decent chances of the game. Looking at match stats, they had 4 shots on target, 3 half chances, 1 clear-cut chance, 2 goals. We had 16 shots on target. Could not win the game. We came back a little bit. We beat Wolves 4-1. Nolan, Bahia, Suarez and Di Michaelis. Then we beat Spurs 3-0. Altier Gomez at the double. Nolan with a penalty. We won 2-0 out in Spain in the Champions League. So in our the second game today against Betis, we should reach the Champions League quarterfinals. And then Chelsea absolutely stuffed us 4-1 at Stamford Bridge. But Chelsea also beat Arsenal, so Arsenal's unbeaten run is over. But Chelsea have kind of screwed us both over by beating both teams at the top of the league. But our latest game was a 3-0 win against Fulham. Gomez, Kesman and De Groot. So as we go into the South Coast derby against Southampton, we've been very hit and miss. It's been quite frustrating trying to watch the team in the last couple of games. But fingers crossed, we're going to bounce back against Southampton. Petr Cech in goal, Marcelo, Di Michaelis, Sendros and Pego at the back. Hamshik, Van der Vaart and Nolan, Messi, Higuain and Suarez. I'm experimenting with a complete forward as opposed to a pressing forward, and we'll see in the next couple of games whether or not that does us a favour or if it's going to be about the same as having a pressing forward. So South Coast derby, they got Richard Wright, they've got Kieran Richardson, Danny Murphy, James Beattie still starting up front for Southampton. I'm going to challenge the team to go out there and carry on where you left off from the last match, which was a 3-0 win against Fulham. So it is the South Coast derby at St Mary's. It is Southampton against Portsmouth. Portsmouth trying to go for that second consecutive league title. Southampton just above the relegation zone. What's going to happen down the South Coast? 27 minutes in, the first highlight of the South Coast derby. Kevin Nolan finds Hamshik with a shot. Puts it wide of the goal. Not much going on so far, but we do get a goal kick. That'll be shown off on camera. Who's going to get there? Nolan finds Van der Vaart. Finds Hamshik in the middle. A lot of yellow cards from a lot of our players. So a bit of a messy South Coast derby. But it is cleared away. And Lequi for Southampton pumps it upfield. Kieran Richardson plays it into Matsubeyen to James Beattie. But Kevin Nolan does win that ball back. And we've got a fairly long highlight to kick things off in the opening half an hour. Marcelo got some room, but loses the ball. And Richard Wright pumps it upfield. It is a very long highlight, which fills me with a bit of concern as Richardson's through and Kieran Richardson scores the first goal. Yeah, this is kind of how we've been playing for the last couple of games. It's just that our opposition are very clinical, whereas we have to have like 20 shots on target to score a goal. A very long highlight ends in a goal for Southampton. Kieran Richardson puts it in the net. And we are 1-0 down against Southampton. Come up to half-time. Not many highlights. Only the 2 really that we've shown off. But Southampton are 1-0 up. And like I say, it's just, I don't know what it is since the Arsenal draw, we just don't look like or feel like the same side. It's almost like I got to motivate the players to play the way they should be. Where is the passion? So who's underperforming? So we've got Messi, Hamshik's on a 6.5. So I think we'll bring Fontaine on for him. But other than that, I think we'll go a little bit more direct. Be more expressive. We'll see how that goes. Distribute quickly. Throw players forward. And we'll start the second half in need of an equaliser. Otherwise, it's going to be a pretty embarrassing result against our local rivals. 51 minutes, Petr Cech from the goal kick. Can Portsmouth get an early equaliser in the second half? Lequi plays it back to Richard Wright. Are we going to win that header? We do. Van der Vaart to Suarez, plays in Higuain. Fontaine off the bench, finds Marcelo. Picks out Messi, and there is the equaliser. Lionel Messi makes it 1-1 in the South Coast derby. We are back in it, and hopefully now we can go on and get that second goal. Fontaine sees Marcelo making the run. He's got loads of room out there. Crosses it for Messi on his own. Slots it in the back of the net. Southampton 1, Portsmouth 1. As we get another corner, Messi whips it in. It's a foul. That is a penalty. We've had quite a lot of penalties in the last few games. And Kevin Nolan, he's missed a few recently. But I think he scored his last penalty, I think against Fulham. But can he make it 2-1? He can. And we are back in this game. 2-1. We are now winning. And it's Kevin Nolan, our captain, that puts it away for the winning goal so far. From the penalty spot, puts it to the goalkeeper's left. And it is Southampton 1, Portsmouth 2. Corner from Kieran Richardson, the goal scorer. But it's headed over the bar by Simic on the hour mark. 69 minutes in, let's make some substitutions. Marcelo, he's still a bit tired, but Matty Taylor's injured at the moment, so he's not on the bench. Who else? Van der Vaart, you're on a booking. We'll bring you up for Harry de Groot. Do you two do better the other way round? Yeah, you two do better the other way round. Marcelo and Pego will bring you back to support, as we don't need a goal as much as we did. So we'll bring them a little bit further back. But we've got about 20 minutes to go of the South Coast derby. 75 minutes, Marcelo finds Higuain, crosses it, but it's cleared away. And James Beattie now could counter-attack for Southampton. He is the furthest player forward, but he's going to find Danny Murphy on the edge of the area. But it's cleared away. I thought that was going to be a goal. 15 minutes to go. Corner for Southampton, 84 minutes. Richardson. Petr Cech holds on to the ball. Hopefully we can hang on for these 3 points because we need to try and catch up Arsenal. It's been neck and neck with us two teams all season. Every time we drop points, they drop points. Every time we win, they win. So Messi plays in Suarez and he makes it 3-1 to Portsmouth. And that will seal all 3 points. And Portsmouth will show why they are the most dominant team on the South Coast. Although I guess we're the most dominant team in England at the moment, seeing as we are the reigning Premier League champions. But Suarez puts it away past Richard Wright. And that should see us through for 3 points. Coming up to full time, we've had a much better second half performance than we did the first. And it has shown in a 3-1 victory at St Mary's. So I'm going to say that was a better... What a comeback that was. Yeah, I'll praise them for the comeback. They did do very well to come back in that game. And we'll look at the news. So Portsmouth do go top of the Premier League. Messi on form, we'll praise him. Newcastle seem to be scouting Messi. I mean, 66 mil, guys, come on. 100 mil minimum. Super Swan praise for Portsmouth victory. We inspire the team, and that will put us top of the league. Although Arsenal do have that game in hand over us. So they have lost their undefeated record against Chelsea, but we are 1 point clear with the game in hand. But we will now focus on the Champions League. We are 2-0 up against Real Betis as we go to Fratton Park. We've got 2 away goals already. We shouldn't throw this away. Second leg against Real Betis. We're 2-0 up. We've got the 2 away goals. Should be pretty straightforward. Petr Cech in goal. Marcelo, Bahia, Huth and Lam at the back. Fontaine, De Groot and Hamsik in the middle, with our front three of Diego, Kezman and Altier Gomez up front. It should be straightforward. And I say the word should because the way the games have been going, it's been hardly anything but straightforward. So we are going to challenge the team to prove a point. And we are going to get this game underway. Portsmouth 2-0 up against Real Betis, 2 away goals. We should hopefully see ourselves through to the Champions League quarterfinals. 4 minutes in, throw into Real Betis. Maxi Rodriguez to Colsa. Plays it to right to the other side to Mario Mandzukic. So it's all Real Betis in these opening couple of minutes. Mandzukic plays it upfield. Marcelo gives it right back to Maxi Rodriguez, who crosses it, but Hamsik will get that deflection. Anybody there? Kezman tried to get it, but couldn't quite get the ball off the defenders. Oh, we've got ourselves a fairly long highlight here, but Hamsik's won the ball back. Comes inside, plays it to Kezman on his own, 1-on-1. I'd say that was more an own goal than a goal from Kezman, but I will take it any day of the week, as we are 1-0 up against Real Betis, 3-0 on aggregate. That means Real Betis are going to score 3 away goals to get through. Let's watch this again. Maybe it was a shot from Kezman. I'm not sure. Looked like an own goal, but it's 1-0 Portsmouth, 3-0 on aggregate. Corner from Hamsik 9 minutes in. Can we make it 2? Oh, there's a foul. And we could have another penalty. We've had quite a lot of penalties in the last couple of games. But Kezman to double up. And it's saved by the goalkeeper. We haven't had the best of records when it comes to penalties this season. I think we're probably about 50-50 when it comes to penalties. But DeSantis does save it. Still only 1-0. Fontaine on the ball, 24 minutes in. It's been mostly all Portsmouth, apart from that opening few minutes. But Gomez in the box. And it is cleared away by Real Betis. Although he is looking at VAR. Is there another penalty on the cards? I don't think so. But we'll wait for the referee's decision. And if he does go for another penalty, I'm not going to let Kezman take it because he's already fluffed his lines once. I don't want to run the risk of it happening again. Is he going to give it? He does give it. Right, we're going to change penalty kick takers. If it allows, it normally comes up in the corner. But we do have another penalty. Right. Who took it first? So who's our best penalty taker? Kezman has 18 penalties and couldn't put it away. So I think Hamsik's going to take it. So we'll let Hamsik take the penalty. Second penalty of the game. And we put it away for 2-0. Hamsik puts it in for his 6th goal of the season. And yeah, we're looking very confident for the quarterfinals of the Champions League. As we do make it 2-0 on the night. 4-0 on aggregate. Come up to half-time, still only 2-0, but we've got that 4-0 aggregate lead. They've have to go to score 4 goals at Fratton Park if they have any chance of qualifying. I don't think it's going to happen, personally. But we still got a highlight here. We could have another goal before the half-time whistle. Gomez beats the defenders, but it's a bit of a weak shot, and DeSantis will mop that up. Is that the highlight, or are we expecting something else? Oh, that's going to be what it is. Robert Huth's on a booking, and I think he's on his way for an early bath, as we could see him sent off. Robert Huth, what are you doing? We're 4-0 up. There's no need to be so aggressive, as Robert Huth does get sent off. And I think Diego's going to be the man to make way, and we'll bring on Di Michaelis for Diego. So, yeah, there was no need for that. Robert Huth. But we should hopefully be right for 10 men as we do go into the half-time break. Apart from the missed penalty and the sending off, it's been a pretty solid game for us. I'm going to say, things are going to be difficult with a man down, but don't let that get to you. So we'll go into the second half. We're now down to 10 men, but as long as we don't concede 4 goals, we'll be in the hat for the Champions League quarter-final draw. 63 minutes, the first high of the second half, and De Groot loses the ball to Colsa. Colsa with a shot, wide of the goal. First shot I can think for Real Betis. 73 minutes in, let's make some subs. Marcelo's looking a bit tired, so we'll bring on Pego for you, and we'll move Lam out to left back, just to sort of fill the gap. and we'll go a bit more support instead of attacks. We don't need to score many more goals. We're 4-0 up on aggregate. One more change? Nah, we'll give it another 10 minutes. But we're still 2-0 up on the night. Throw in 78 minutes, Philippe Lahm. He's going to pick that up. Crosses it in. De Groot's going to pick that up. Loads of free room. Oh, he almost made it 3-0. And you would fancy De Groot from that sort of area. But Gomez finds De Groot again. And there's the goal. It was a bit delayed, but De Groot did grab himself a goal. 3-0 to Portsmouth. 5-0 on aggregate. We will be in the hat for the quarter-final draw. Gomez picks it up after the save from the goalie. Hamshik's going to play it into De Groot. Well, Gomez actually plays it into De Groot. First time shot. DeSantis couldn't get there. And it's Portsmouth 3, Betis 0. Coming up to full time, we've done the damage. We are in the hat for the next round. TheMadScientist in the room for another goal. Gomez, we've got a few seconds left in there. I don't think it's going to be enough time. Hamshik to TheMadScientist. No, that's it. That is the full-time whistle. 5-0 on aggregate. We are in the quarter-finals of the Champions League. We did have a man sent off. We did miss a penalty, but we got there in the end. First leg triumph puts Portsmouth past Real Betis. We're through to the quarter-finals. We get some money. Robert Huth is banned for one match. We'll give him a warning. And Hamshik was on form in today's game. So I think the only thing that's left to do, if we look at the competitions, is, well, it depends on when the draw is, really, because there's still a few games left to play. So I think what we'll do is we will come back, I think, for the Champions League quarter-final draw. Here we go, my friends, the Champions League quarter-final draw. And these are the teams that are in the hat. We've got Arsenal, Inter Milan, Man United, Portsmouth, Bayern Munich, Juventus, PSG, and Roma. I mean, Arsenal, they are our rivals at the moment for the league. Inter Milan we haven't faced. Man United, I'd rather not. Bayern Munich, we've knocked them out 2 seasons in a row. Be nice to get a hat-trick of wins over them. Juventus we haven't played. PSG we played last season, I think. And Roma, have we played Roma? I'm not sure. But automatic draw. Let's see who Portsmouth get. Who's out the hat first? Portsmouth are out first. We get Manchester United. It's an all-domestic quarter-final as we will be going up against Man United. Arsenal against Inter. Roma against Bayern Munich. And Juventus will play PSG. So there it is. There's the confirmation. Portsmouth will play Manchester United in the Champions League quarter-final. Now, there has been a couple of league games since we had that game against Betis. Against the two Birmingham teams, Aston Villa are rivals. Suarez smashed 4 goals past them to make it 5-2. And Birmingham, we beat them 3-1 as 3 second-half goals got us the win there. So league table-wise, we are ahead of Arsenal. We are 4 points clear as Arsenal lost to Middlesbrough. So they picked up their second loss of the season. And now we are in the driving seat. If they win their game in hand, we will be 1 point ahead of Arsenal. So as far as the schedule goes, we'll come back for both United games, I think. Both United games in the Champions League quarter-final. So you're only going to miss out on the 2 teams from Merseyside, Liverpool and Everton. And we'll come back for the home leg, skip over Blackburn, and come back for the away leg as well of the Champions League. All domestic tie. We've reached the quarter-finals for the 3rd year in a row. Can we make the semis and get a win over Manchester United? But leave a like if you enjoy, guys. Subscribe to the channel for more Football Manager 2019 content. We upload Project Pompey every Monday, Wednesday and Friday, 6 PM GMT. And tune in next time for an all-domestic Champions League quarter-final against Man United. Thank you very much for watching.